Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we will be continuing my productivity series focused on functional planning. In this video we will be discussing to-do list ideas to help you organize your day. And I've got a few highlighters that I'll be using along the way, as well as this other pen that I'll use for my primary writing instrument. Got a few stencils here as well to help me map out some to-dos. And that's it. So let's jump in. The first type of to-do list is the must do, should do, and if you have time to list. And it's basically a way to break down a full to-do list into things that are a little bit more manageable. You can put in the things that you know you have to do on a certain day, prioritize those, then move on to the things that you'd like to get done, but they might not get done, and that's okay if you have to push it to another day. And then the things that are just kind of sitting on your to-do list, waiting to be done, but are not urgent, you put underneath the if you have time to. That way you can focus on what's really important throughout your day and move on to the things that maybe aren't as important. Then those superfluous things that are just hanging around, those ones you wait and do at the very end if you have time and have gotten your other things done. This is a great method for those of us who have long to-do lists and just need a way for us to sort it on a daily basis to help us get things done. So next thing that we're going to discuss is the that one thing to-do list. That is where you pick one thing out of all the things you have to do for a day, and no matter what happens throughout the day, as long as you get that one thing done, you will feel accomplished and that you had a successful day. It might be something that's just been hanging around, waiting to be done, or it could be something urgent that you know it has to be done, and as long as you get it done on that day, you won't feel bad about not getting to your other to-dos. Focusing on one thing kind of helps clear your mind and focus you in. The next to-do list type is a priority list. Basically, this is a pretty familiar one. You just set things down on your planner in order of priority if you can. Now, you can also do what I'm going to show here is that you can just write down your to-dos as they come to you or as they come in if you don't have a master to-do list that you're working off of. And then once you have them written down, figure out a priority by writing in, what you're going to tackle first, second, third, in whatever order you think things can get done or need to get done. Simple but effective. The next type of to-do list is a category-based to-do list. This is a way for you to kind of compartmentalize what you need to do in any given day, especially if you are doing things in batches. Great if you're in a certain location at a given time and you need to focus in on specific tasks for that location. So for example, I have work and school and home. So if you're actually at work, you'll be doing work-related tasks, and at school or at home, etc. Also, it could be if you're doing errands all at once, you would write those under that category, as well as things related to a specific event like birthday party planning. Anything like that could be a category for your to-do list in order for you to figure out what all needs to be done for a given topic or category. It just kind of helps your mind organize things a little bit clearer and helps you see it on your spread with ease. So the next type of list we're going to be discussing is a top 3 style list. And this is another kind of priority style list for you to focus in on just a few of your to-dos each day. You take 3 of your most important or urgent to-dos and list those out first, and then if you have any other time, you list in the other to-dos in kind of like a supplemental list. But your top 3 for the day go in, and then that way you don't get so distracted by a lot of to-dos. Hones you in on what's most important to accomplish in a given day, and then you can fit in your other less significant to-dos if time allows. Next up is the 1-3-5 rule. Now this is where you select one really big thing that you plan to tackle for the day, something that takes a lot of time and effort, and then focus in on that as your one big thing. And then below that you'll pick out 3 medium-sized things that you can do in a short amount of time but might require some concentration. You would add those 3 and only 3. Then the 5 you would select are going to be small things that don't require a lot of concentration, maybe short or insignificant tasks, as in things that don't require a lot of effort in that regard. And then just add those in too and make that a limitation for your day as far as what you're going to tackle. This really helps you focus in on what you really need to get done, those big plans that you have, and taper down from there. Next, we'll be discussing the energy level style of to-dos. Now this is more about you and how you best work, and you can organize it however you want, just depending on when you have the highest energy down to the lowest energy. For example, here I'm going to show a low, high, and then normal energy kind of breakout, where mornings might be your lowest energy, afternoons is where you have your highest energy, and then maybe in the evening is like your normal energy. And again, this could be broken out even more. You can not break it out into blocks of time, just have a list of low to high energy, and then as you're feeling certain things throughout the day, you reference that list. So if you're feeling really tired for the day, unusually, you only tackle those things on the low energy list and move the high or normal energy stuff onto the next day. You never know how you're going to feel in any given day, so it just allows you the flexibility to tackle what your body is ready for, give you options no matter how you're feeling or how much energy you have. That way, every day you know you're at least going to get something done and be productive. And finally, we'll be discussing a time-based to-do list. And now this list is very similar to time blocking, but it's not as restricting and scheduled as much. You just set out certain times of the day where you know you'll have a moment to tackle that task. Whether it's something that's going to take a while or not, you just schedule it in so you know at this point of your day, this is what you should be doing. Just helps you really solidify doing something each day or getting something done each day versus having it kind of open. You are locking yourself into a certain time slot, and that way you know this is when I'm doing X task. This method is helpful for tying things together throughout your day and making the most of the flow of your day. And that's it, you guys. 8 different styles of to-do lists that you can use in your weekly layouts. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and like this video below or leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of these videos. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Bye!